Don't need you judging me on how many days in a row I wear my flannel. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Christina, aka Northwest Reader, and this is my weekly wrap-up. What is today? February 6th? Yeah, this is what I've reading the last week, what I plan to read this week, and some updates on whatever is happening in my life. Some books I did finish. So I had gotten this On the Line, New Gay Fiction, edited by Ian Young. This came out in the 80s, 81 I want to say. But this short story anthology was brought up during a terrifying podcast episode, and they were talking about Peter Burton's short story in it, Marriage of Convenience, I believe is what it's called. They said it was really messed up, so obviously I had to get a hold of it, and it's subtly messed up. Wait a minute. I'm back. Okay. Marriage of Convenience. It was pretty good. It's about these two men that are pen pals, essentially, and one is a little off and has certain types of fetish stuff, and it's slowly revealed what that possibility is, and that's what makes it a little terrifying, is the unknown and how nasty the characters' intentions are. And I don't know what the rest of the stories are in here because I didn't read them. I just read the one, but I will read the others. But they were saying that the story was very jarring compared to the others, I believe. So yeah, I read the short story and it was decent. It was pretty good. And then another book that I finished thanks to TikTok, because I was trying. Why are you having such a hard time focusing on me? Anyways, Megdalatropolis. I picked this up because of TikTok. This girl was like, oh my god, it's so disgusting. And she had like tongs. She's like, I don't even want to touch it. So obviously I got it to read it, and that was okay. It really has some messed up stuff. But it, like I said before, it like goes over these forums that the main character is on, and you get to see pretty much just the messed up stuff that people post online. Not great. I mean, like the content is, there's content warnings. Yes, but it wasn't as gross as I was anticipating. I thought it was going to be really brutal and just like, ugh. But it's more sad than anything else. You kind of feel for the main character, and it's a lot about trauma and just becoming numb to messed up things. Why are you having a hard time focusing? I keep messing with the camera settings because I hate that it won't keep me in focus. Like, why won't you keep me in focus? What's so hard? Anyways, it was decent. I think I gave it 3 stars. I didn't think it was, like I said, that gruesome. I was expecting just super weird, super gross, and it was weird and gross, don't get me wrong, but I think this would be pretty messed up for people who aren't used to the genre. And it's very philosophical and deep. Much deeper than I was expecting. But yeah, 3 out of 5. It wasn't bad. So I believe those are the books that I finished. Ones I am actively reading, because I am in a bunch of books, and I've just put them down and started picking up other books. But one I'm actively reading that I'm loving is An Elderly Lady is Up to No Good by Helene Thurston. It's just a bunch of short stories. I'm over halfway. I've just been reading like a story here and there, and it's funny. I like it. It's just about an older gal that is taking people out. I love it. I think it's adorable. I want to read the other one that I have. An Elderly Lady must not be crossed. Yeah. So I'm planning on finishing it because I just have like 3 more stories in here, and then I'll be done. But I've just been taking my sweet time with it. But right now, I keep watching myself because I'm out of focus and it's driving me crazy. Right now, though, my main focus and main read is Wafts in the Ice Cream by Tim McGregor. I'm like a third of the way through. I started it last night, and it comes out tomorrow, the 7th. So I'm trying to get it read, finish it tonight or by tomorrow. It's really good. It's coming of age, takes place in the 80s. You follow a boy and his 2 friends, and they pretty much pull a prank on these three sisters who are kind of strange to them and kind of like witchy-ish. So the main character, Mark, he becomes a little obsessed with the middle sister, and I'm just curious to see where it goes. All that is on the back, by the way. I'm curious to see where it's gonna go. I enjoy Tim's writing. It's so easy to read, short chapters. I love coming of age, and I always forget that I love it so much until I pick one up and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I needed that. So I'm enjoying this quite a bit. So I plan on finishing this hopefully today if I'm able to, if not tomorrow, and then write up a review for it because I'm really excited for it. But this comes out with Raw Dog Press. It's a re-release, so I love it. But lately I've been in kind of a blah mood where I'm just like, the weather is really dark and rainy, which I typically love, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm having a hard time this week, so I picked up a more lighthearted read, which is not my usual go-to, but I just wanted something easy and like to read. But Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochrane. It's cute so far. I'm still in the way beginning. So in the very beginning, the two girls, they meet in Portland on Christmas Eve or something, and they kind of have like a one night love fest type of thing where they're just like deeply in love. And then you don't really know what happened, you just know it was strong feelings. And then right now I'm following this gal, and she works at a coffee shop, and just she needs all this money, and she's hoping to get a raise, and that's pretty much where I'm at. And it's a lighthearted read, not too serious. I also picked this up, which I am third of the way through, which I'm just jumping all over the place, but everyone is writing amazing stuff, and I just want to read everything. But I finally picked up They Were Here Before Us by Eric LaRocca. Love it, and this one is signed, which I'm excited for. I love the artwork in this. It's phenomenal artwork. Where are you? There you are. And it's so cute. I love it. Bad Hand Books too. The first story was, and I feel like I would have had a hard time reading it if I was still a new mom, because I was very sensitive to anything with babies, anything with kids, which I still am. Don't get me wrong, I still am. But there's definitely content warnings with this. And I was able to luckily detach and not get too bothered by it, but because the story was really good. And I'm sure you could dissect it and like not in a negative way, but like compare it to just being in a relationship in general and stuff. But the second book I started, but I'm not 100% sure where it's gonna go. But you're seeing perspectives from like a beetle, and then the second one is a monkey. So it's really interesting, and I'm obsessing over it. So I've been reading this a little bit because it's just short stories also. So okay, I think those are the ones I am actively reading. I'm still in the middle of quite a few of them, but those are the ones that are like I've been focusing on. But some books I do want to read. I got PTSD Radio Volume 1. I don't want to butcher the name. It's a manga, a horror manga. It's the first volume. I got the second one, but it's like, oh, the artwork in it is pretty cool. I like the artwork. It's dope. But it's like hair horror or something like that. And this isn't going to take me very long to read, but I just been in a blah mood, so I haven't picked it up. But I really want to get to this because I don't ever see anyone talk about it. I saw one booktuber talk about it, and that was it. But I just love the artwork. I think it looks super cool. And then I have the second one, which I love the red. Oh my gosh. And then there's a third one coming out in a couple months. It's so pretty. All right, so some books I ordered. Okay, first is Felix I.D. DeMaro. I've been following them for a minute on TikTok or TikTok, girl, calm down, on Instagram and stuff. And I never read anything by them whatsoever, but these just stood out to me. And I really I wanted to support them and stuff and just go from there. But it's Black Bloom, a story of survival. Don't know anything about it, don't want to know. And this I'm really excited for. This just looks awesome. But they signed it for me too. Us in Pieces, Stories of Shattered Souls. And just look how cool. It's so beautiful. It's a thick one, but oh my gosh, it's so, I love it. I love the style of it. But yeah, super, just beautiful. And it came with some signed bookmarks and a little card. Super, I like it. I like it. But yes, I like supporting indie authors a lot. And then another indie author is Michael Handy. And it's Chigger. Chigger lives here. And this is like a tick. It's like a tick. Chigger is the bad one, and it's time for him to take his medicine. That sounds really good. I'm excited. And then it finally happened. So Ross Jeffrey is pretty big in the indie world, horror community, and he has this series, the Juniper series. This was the original design, and I believe Ross did it himself, and I love it. I absolutely love it. So I got the first one, and then by the time I got the first one, this style was out of print because it was getting printed through this other thing. It's a whole thing and getting redesigned. And I was like, I like this version. Well, it came back into print, so I bought the other two, and I'm excited. And yes, Juniper is a little bit smaller, but I do not care whatsoever. I like this look. I like this design. When I see this, I immediately know what series it is, and that's why I adore this version of it. And I'm just happy to complete my trilogy, and I have not yet read it, but I'm going to. So those were the book hauls that I bought, and then I went to the library. So I had a couple holds that came in, and I was really surprised that they came in so fast, because when I hear books are coming out, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll put that on hold. Am I out of focus this whole freaking time? Like, why? So I put this on hold a while ago, and I guess I'm one of the first people to get it, which surprised me. But CJ Tudor's The Drift. It's like a winter horror. I like CJ Tudor. I like all of their stuff. I swear I do. I didn't throw it down. And then another one, which I was surprised it came, like all these books came through. I'm like, I didn't realize it was going to happen so fast. All the White Spaces by Allie Wilkes. Don't know a ton about it. I think it has like a trans character in it, which is freaking awesome. But it's another like cold winter horror type of thing. And then I also got, which is very random, I don't know if I'm going to read this because it is like it's over 500 pages, but it is All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I heard it was good, but then I heard, I don't know, I think it's like a romance. I don't know. I have no idea, but it sounded interesting. Something about she goes back home for something, and then across the street is her landlord, and she's like digging, looking at him. My plans on reading are finishing. I would love to finish Eric LaRocca's book. I'm not too pressed about finishing that. I'm just reading like light stuff once in a while. I want to finish this as soon as possible. And my little cute little elderly lady would be awesome if I could finish that. But yeah, I think that is it. And Death on Tap, I haven't picked this up yet either. It's like I said before, I was kind of bored. But I have it on my Kindle, so I've just been reading that. And oh my god, I don't have my phone on me. I'll put it up. There is a dinosaur erotica book thing on NetGalley, and it was, I believe it was a read now, so you know I did that. It's not very long, but I just read the very beginning and I was like, oh my gosh. The formatting on my phone is terrible for it, which that's what stopped me from continuing to read it, because I just can't stand when the formatting is like really, really distracting, you know? But I'm probably gonna still just read that because it's just, I can just pick up my phone and just read it when I'm in the middle of doing stuff. Okay, that is it for now. I'm driving myself crazy, but I've just been just busy as always, working on stuff, and my birthday is coming up. Is it this coming weekend? Next weekend? This weekend? This weekend. Sunday. Football Super Bowl Sunday is my birthday, so. But I hope everyone has a good week. Hope you're doing okay. Hopefully, I get over this blah feeling, because I've just been feeling very blah. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Give me a like and subscribe if you want. You don't have to. I'll catch you on the flippity flip.